This video is going to cover what is the final sniper meta when it comes to Warzone 1. If you do enjoy this style of content, don't forget to subscribe as we try to reach our goal of 50k, and we will be covering tons of Modern Warfare 2 as well as Warzone 2 content when those games drop as well. But let's get straight into this. Now, without wasting too much of your time, what we have here is a spreadsheet with every single sniper that is currently inside the game. Now, we've also added in the semi-automatic sniper rifles. Now, I'm not really a huge fan of these at all, and I don't really think they're that great, even though they did get buffs with some of the recent updates. But a lot of people were asking about them, so I did include them on this list as well, just so you can see where they stack up against the bolt action sniper rifles. But like I said, some of the main things we need to focus on for long range snipers are bullet velocity. So we're going to organize this in terms of bullet velocity to find out what are the best long range snipers. So as you can see here down at the very bottom, we have the fastest possible bullet velocity, and that comes from the 3-line rifle from Vanguard. Then we do have the grau anti-tank rifle. And then we do also have the Type 99 as well as the HDR. And I would say you wouldn't really go any further down than that. Those are the 4 fastest bullet velocity guns when it comes to snipers. And if you look at these values here, you then see the one-shot headshot range. So the grau anti-tank does have an infinity range, which is pretty solid. The HDR has the infinity range and also the three-line rifle as well. But if you do look at the the Type 99, that has a 79 meter drop off, so you don't really want to use that as your long range sniper because it's going to drop off and not give you that one-shot headshot. But then if you look at the grau anti-tank rifle, it has a 617 millisecond ADS time and also a 450 millisecond sprint to fire time, which, let's be honest, that's pretty ridiculous. That combined will be like almost a full second of you just trying to ADS your weapon. So I mean, it doesn't really make any sense to pick this weapon even though it does one-shot headshot. So then we're left back with obviously the 3-line rifle being probably the best bullet velocity sniper in the game. HDR is shortly thereafter. So the next thing is going to be the aggressive snipers in the game, and obviously for that we want to look at ADS time and partially the rate of fire as well, and then obviously that one-shot headshot range, because if we can get that out to as far as possible, that would be ideal. So now this time we're at the top here when it comes to fastest ADS times. So as you can see here, it's the Modern Warfare car with a 341 millisecond ADS. The one-shot headshot range is 70 meters, which actually isn't too bad to be fair. The rate of fire is 44 rounds per minute, which if you can see here is not the fastest. Of course, obviously we're comparing it to some of the semi-auto rifles, which are going to be much quicker, of course. But when it comes to even the bolt action sniper rifles, is not the quickest. The S5.R is actually the fastest. However, it's still pretty much in the mix. But that one-shot headshot range and sprint to fire times are just way quicker than anything else. And then if you look at the Pellington, it does have a slightly faster drop-off at 64 meters. And now you've got the Vanguard car with a slightly slower ADS time than the Pellington. The sprint to fire is a little bit quicker, but the damage drop-off is a lot longer. So obviously the two options in my opinion here are clearly the two Kar 98s. So let's quickly run through the builds. I don't really want to waste your time here because you should already know what the builds are for these guns. We've been discussing them for a long time now. So Modern Warfare Kar 98K is probably one of the better aggressive snipers in the game. Obviously we've got 4 snipers we're going to get through here, and this is the first one. And like I said, the build hasn't really changed, so it's going to be mono suppressor, Guard custom barrel, tac laser sniper scope, and the sport comb stock, so you can get the super fast ADS time. Now for your other aggressive option, we do have the other Kar 98K essentially, and the build for this hasn't really changed much either. You do want to use the scout silencer, which is the one that doesn't con your ADS. The VDD RE02K barrel is the best for this gun. The 3 to 6 times optic, you can use the 4 to 8 times, but they have kind of increased the magnification somehow on this optic, so it's not really that good for ARs anymore. It's definitely made for snipers. Short stock, fleet, on hand, fabric grip for the ADS. 5-round mags don't con anything, so you might as well go for that. It gives you faster reloads as well. Lengthened and into pistol grip. Nothing really helps ADS time with the underbarrels on this gun. so you might as well just help the sprint to fire speed so it is a little bit quicker. So when it comes to the long range snipers now, bit of nostalgia here, but we do have the HDR. Again, the build hasn't changed for this gun whatsoever pretty much, so you still want to use it as we were back on Verdansk. I don't really know how they've not brought that back yet, by the way, as well. But build for this: monolithic suppressor for sound suppression, damage range, HDR Pro barrel, tac laser for the ADS time, of course, Stalker Scout stock for ADS, and then focus perk. But you can choose sleight of hand or whatever else you want here. So people choose different things, but I prefer to have the flinch resistance. Last but not least, we have the 3-line rifle, which I believe to be the best sniper in the game right now. Has the best bullet velocity, and ADS times and stuff are not the best, but I mean they're still usable compared to some of the other guns I showed you earlier on. So build for this again hasn't really changed at all. So Mercury silencer, the one that doesn't con your ADS, 820mm barrel, which is the best for bullet velocity, 4 to 8 times optic. You can use the 3 to 6 times optic. Then the MZ custom stock, sleight of hand, you can choose whatever perk one you want. On hand's going to help with ADS, fabric grip, 20 round mags, lengthened, skeletal underbarrel for the ADS once again. There we have it. Those are the best 4 snipers at the end of Warzone 1. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe, and thank you very much for watching.